Hello and welcome back. Okay, last time Hakon here realized his potential, and on my own time I figured out what to do with him. There were a few options, I think. So one was to go with cleavers, so I could have used Friduhelm's old weapon, this one, the ancient war cleaver. Now that would work to an extent. Fatigue would be an issue. However, once we get a new prophet of Davkul, it would work even better. But I still decided to go with the other option, which is two-handed maces. And we will be using this two-handed mace for now. And of course, if we find a better one, then we'll use that instead. He has one perk point remaining, so we will be purchasing Nimble. I was also considering getting Battleforged and using like semi-low weight armor. Maybe the full Davkul set, though we don't have the helmet yet. In that case I could have skipped Brawny after buying Battleforged, but I decided to just go with Nimble and take Colossus. Now, I could have also skipped Colossus, perhaps, and taken something else, like Formidable Approach, or Rotation, maybe, or Pathfinder, I don't know. But I decided to just go with the boring, safe option of Colossus. So indeed, that's what we have done. I was also considering taking Flexible plus Nimble, but I decided against it in this instance. We are also on a delivery to Kargau, which is pretty close by. But if we want to purchase Nimble, let's see. There is no training hall here. There is a training hall at Thunfeste as well as Schwertfeste. So I think we'll go to Thunfeste. But first, of course, let's make this delivery. So now we have two realized potentials in the team, and that will help us immensely, as long as I don't get them killed, of course. And now we turn our eyes to Wolf number 1, who has promise potential, 3-star melee skill, is a cultist, is level 5. And of course we also have Tostig and Carolus with promise potentials, but they aren't cultists yet, so we'll see. And we also have Suhail, I suppose. He's more of a, I don't know, not really a damage dealer, but we'll see. If he does realize his potential, I might even give him fast adaptation, since his melee skill is so low. But in any case, let us carry on. So onwards to Kargau. If we get lucky enough, the next sacrifice will give us a new prophet of Davkul. I'll take a look at these contracts. Okay, secure the ruined beekeeper. I will do this, but I'll leave out the new guy from this. Well, new, I say new. I shouldn't say new, but Hakon, who isn't nimble yet. Let's bring in Suhail instead. And let's see, is there anyone in the back line who can go front? Yes, you can go front. I will leave him out because he's level 11 and because he is not nimble yet. And sure, let's just go. And there are a bunch of brigands inside. Squatters need to go. So this will be easy enough. I'll just use this immediately, not think about it too much. And I'll even try this move. Could have also waited to do that, for this guy to be dead maybe. Doesn't really matter. There's the 95 miss that we all know and love. Let's get it out of the way here at the beginning of the session, when it doesn't matter. Alright, is there a good rotation? As far as I can see, not really, so we'll just go for damage. So we'll find someone to use that cleaver, that two-handed cleaver that we have. Well, we have two famed two-handed cleavers, but the better one, the 4 AP version. I do also have some other nice, very nice weapons, like that fantastic two-handed hammer. Anyways, this is an autopiloting fight, and due to that I've missed that I don't have 3 allies for Fahad. Okay. Yes, yes indeed. Laugh while you can. Alright, let's take a look. Wolf number 1 is level 5. I mean, he's not in danger here, but let's be a little bit cautious. Just a little bit. How about you, Tostig? You're level 7, steel brow. Still not... prefer not to be hit by this weapon, so I suppose we're not getting range of that. Anyway, so yeah, we have some very, very nice weapons carried by those indebted sacrifices. Eventually, hopefully, we'll find people to use them. Oh, hello there. Didn't realize you were in the battle. Should have just taken the opportunity to leave. And now you're just going to die. For squatters' rights. Like so. So we'll see how the game feels now that I'm actually starting to get some quality bros again. I've gotten some killed due to my own incompetence. And also gotten a bit unlucky. Well, maybe I can't say that anymore, since we now have 2 promised potentials realized. But before this moment, we were decidedly unlucky with those. Yes, yes. It's very funny. There we go. Sven levels. Inventory is full-ish. Well, we can sell somewhere. So we do need 1 more indebted. Since the sacrifice triggered a few days ago. Sven, level 13, picks up melee skill. Picks up melee defense. Picks up hit points, I suppose. Back to cargo. How much am I paying per day? 200 only. That's the nice part about this origin. Well, one of the nice parts. Okay, take a look at this list of recruits. Well, 30 gold, 30 crowns for a cripple. Well, he's not terrible, but I don't think we'll keep him. 2-star range defense is what he has going for him, but he doesn't have anticipation nor parry, so I suppose we'll let him go. Alright, so we need a proper bannerman, since we don't really have that at the moment. Helmer is acting as the sergeant, the acting sergeant, but he shouldn't be doing that, especially if he becomes the prophet of Davkul. I'm hoping he does instead of Randolph, who is the other candidate at the moment. So we definitely need one of those. So I guess I could check if someone like this gambler here would make for a bannerman. He's cheap enough, so let's roll with that. 57 resolve. No rally though. No stars in the resolve. 3-star melee defense 5. 2-star range defense. Is this guy actually good enough to keep around? I don't think he is. He's close though. Close-ish. 1-star melee skill. If he had promise potential, he'd be kind of a god, but of course as a gambler he isn't. Somewhat ironic in a way. Well, I will say goodbye to him. Early game that guy would have been very nice to have done. He lacked some key perks like shields or range. We can also... I've done it in the past, I think. Like once, we can make a promised potential bannerman. But that's a little bit of a gamble again, but I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. But in any case, let's move on. I also need more nets. They don't have a harbor here. So, will they have any nets? I'll skip all of these recruits, unless I want... The thing is, I could use someone with the actual net perks, yes, and fishermen do roll with those, but I already have at least 3 people to convert, so maybe I shouldn't, at the moment, get anything like that, though I am getting the promised potentials that I see. So I don't know, am I contradicting myself? 3 Skull Witches, I think I'll pass. At this time, not really feeling it. What was this other one? Was it a delivery? Caravan? No. So yeah. I mean, if I find like a god fisherman, then that would be nice. How likely is it to find one? Not very likely. I think I'll pass this time. Like I said, we are mostly looking for a bannerman anyway, so if I want to make a fisherman at some point, we'll wait for a more opportune time when I have less converts. Convert prospects. Candidates of Davkul. So skip everyone here as well, I suppose. Out of curiosity, how do these guys roll with resolve? Very poorly. Check what this is. This is hunt down what terrorizes. Well, we might do that at some point. Well, even soon, but let's go train up my realized potential. Let's first kill these orcs though. So a leveling fight. Do I bring in wolf number 2 for this? Leave out someone like maybe Randolph? Sure. Let's level wolf number 2. Not Vander though. So I could definitely bring Vander and leave him in the back line and just let him watch. So I'll take a look. Did these guys, the Berserkers, have Vigorous Assault? Yes, they do. So I need to remember that that is the case once that actually matters. Doesn't really matter in this fight. Not much, at least. They are also, of course, much easier to kill than they are in Legends. well, on legendary difficulty, where they have Nimble. As far as I remember, though, that might have been actually changed. Maybe that's just SSU. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember properly. Why brain no work? Need to send it back to the factory for repairs. At least once upon a time, I think, in base legends, without SSU, they used to have Nimble. Maybe they don't anymore. Anyways, let's, oh, hello. Found a Berserker with a Berserker chain. So I'm playing this kind of messily, but there's only 7 of them left, so whatever. Okay, let's see. So Acts in 7, Acts in 1. This one probably dies. I guess I could go for a disarm. No, I can't. Not with this weapon. Never mind. This is not the... Oh, yes, it is. Never mind. What the hell? It's an axe. Oh, yeah, I need the axe mastery, right? Yeah, I need the axe mastery for the bearded blade. So let's just deal damage instead. So we'll see. Will the Berserker actually try to move out of Leonhardt's range? Probably not. Maybe though. Probably not. We know that they sometimes do that. They sometimes disrespect. That's a very nasty hit. I just said that I need to remember that they have Vigorous Assault, and then this happens. Whoopsie daisy, wolf number 2 might even die. Out of curiosity, what was your chance to hit there? Doesn't really matter if wolf number 2 dies, since he doesn't have promise potential, he's not really fantastic. But let's see. 65, yeah, fair enough. Well, anyways, if he dies, he dies. Is he going to bleed out, by the way? He's not bleeding. Wolf number 1 to the rescue? Not really, because he can't do anything. What is your initiative? 52. Well, Fahad can reach that. Horik already probably deals with that. We also have an Orc Young there. Well, we'll see. I don't know. Kind of screwed this up, of course. Also, I do have a rotation, but we're too far away. And also, how fast are you? Not very fast at all. Well, too bad for him. Acts in 3, acts in 5. Guess I go for the Berserker here, and wolf number 2 probably still dies. Oh well. Oh well, that's what happens. He even has anticipation. What was your base range defense? Base 16, okay. Well, too bad. Yeah, and we can't even kill the Berserker yet. Yeah, that sucks. We might even get hit on Horik, actually, and that will hurt. Is he dead or is he struck down? Why am I blind? Oh, killed. Yes, okay, well, rest in peace. Also dazed there, annoyingly enough. And misses there. I mean, ultimately this is fine, but yes, that was kind of terribly played by me. Especially since I just said that I need to remember they actually have that ability. Oh well. A reminder for us all. So yes, indeed. Rest in peace, wolf number 2. At least there's no confusion about the wolves. Oh yeah, and inventory's full. I mean, he wasn't fantastic. He was still kind of usable, though. Could have been semi-useful as a damage dealer-ish. Still, despite the number of days that have elapsed. Alright, let's bring Randolph back, and soon enough, Hakon. So get rid of this there. Alright, we find a drunken nobleman again. This is, I think, the second time. I will leave him be, since we know now that that actually lowers reputation. I don't have a thief or a servant for that event, so whatever. Not like we need the money either. Alright, so let's train up Hakon, who is in the last place in the list. So light armor for nimble. And let's see, I might purchase other things, but first let's level Hakon. Well, give him that nimbleness. There you go. He already has excellent nimble armor. I'll actually give him probably... Well, I don't know. Do I need to give him a better helmet? Not really, since he also has steel brow. So we'll allow Randolph to keep that. And I suppose Horik can keep that helmet. This is good enough. Alright, let's put him in the lineup. Also, yes, one thing I forgot to mention is that despite his realized potential status, despite having anticipation, despite having steel brow and like okay hit points, I thought that maces would be a little bit safer for him, since he can disable opponents with maces. With stuns, bone breaker, AoE dazes. So that should keep him safer as well. So that was part of the decision making process there. In any case, let's take a look at the recruits here. Okay, so I could try to find a dumb hedge knight. We've succeeded once. This guy is quite expensive. But I suppose he's also level 5. There's a chance, there's a very low chance that he is actually dumb. He is not dumb. Okay. Goodbye. Torsten the Drunk. Well, we know that one of his traits is that. Alright, well, you can go away. You have some booze money now. Anyways, let's get some tools. And some of this stuff will spoil pretty soon, but I don't know. Well, sure, we'll get 1 stack of grains. Okay, let's see. So who needs something? So Baldwin here. I was considering getting spears for him, but I think we'll actually go with maces with fast adaptation. And that way he can occasionally hit something. How about this guy? Vander. Do I get him spears? So his main utility is obviously to throw things. I could also just give him fast adaptation and, I don't know, hammers maybe? And then he could get full force, for example. Spears make sense because of spear flurry as well as just being easier to hit things with, especially with a melee skill like this. I don't know. For now, I think I will not get them those, but let's see if there's anyone who wants to be trained experience-wise. Yes, that seems to be the case. I mean, sure, it's a bit expensive, but we can afford it. Let's first take a look at the armor, though. Oh, there's a nimble armor. It's not fantastic, though. It's definitely not fantastic. It's still probably good enough to buy, since it's semi-cheap, being a nimble armor. How about the Fletcher? Okay, nothing there. So we need to clear some space in the inventory. Let's do so. I will offload most of the stuff at the southern city-state down the road. But let's get rid of a few things here. 16 is a fine-ish price. I suppose it's pretty unlikely we find anything to kill along the way, but it's possible. So we'll have more things. Okay. Let's also sell these. I'll still hold on to the bolas, just in case. I think those would be my weapon of choice for a thrower, if that's something that will happen in this run. Sell the non-famed shields, I don't need those. Alright. So yes, let's get this nimble armor, even though, like I said, it's not fantastic. And surely there is someone who would use it. Who's nimble in the backline, for example? Well, this is actually perhaps better for someone like Carolus. Stick is not nimble. Well, someone will use it at some point, if not now. How about you? 145.15. Well, I guess we can use it here. It's lower weight. Everyone in the front line should have like a better one, so sure. Vander, enjoy. And sure. We'll go with that, I think. Alright, anything I'm forgetting? Well, maybe there is, but I can't think of it. Let's have a drink. A sturdy shield is a real lifesaver, let me tell you. Wouldn't have a man fight without one. You heard of Cursed Mausoleum? Ask anyone around here. It's been haunting Doomfest since before I was born. Folks say some armor from the gods is sealed there for all time, back from when man first settled here. Well, the thing is, though... is it this place? No. I don't know, maybe it's here somewhere or there. But the thing is, it's likely going to be way too tough for us. Despite it being day 357. Because this is hardened and the camps are out of control. And also, I don't really even need like famed armor. Unless it's like spectacularly rolled. Anyways, Quadim. So we need an indebted. Let's get that out of the way. Who is the cheapest indebted? Well, we'll go with Malik. Welcome aboard, Malik. 3-star melee defense, 3-star fatigue, 1-star melee skill. Well, despite of that, you are just a sacrifice. I've also gone with naming these indebted so that I know which one is the newest and which one is the oldest. Try to get rid of the oldest first. I think we'll skip the recruits here. The other ones. Nothing at the weaponsmith. Seems like nothing I care about there. How about armor? There is a famed Battleforged helmet which I will skip since I'm definitely not needing any of those. Especially one that rolled like that. We won't partake in your silly war. Alright, so now what? We have the indebted. Basically we can... The world is our oyster, except we can't really deal with most of the camps, is the thing. So what will we do? Maybe we'll just go to Sudersande and deal with local problems for now. I forgot to sell things because I'm a doofus. I don't have like a ton of things though. Actually, let's go to Wesenstad. Let's start heading north again towards Luknestead. We can offload there. It's a bit far, but still. Let's try to make some money and experience along the way. And perhaps even Wesenstad is going to be acceptable for selling things at. Historically speaking, they haven't offered us that fantastic of prices, but maybe now. 17, okay, well, that's good enough, yeah, sure. Am I ever using a man-splitter in this run? Maybe, but not for a long time. Not with the guys I have. I'll keep one fighting spear, I suppose. Get rid of those. And yeah, actually I can get rid of... Yeah, I can get rid of these since I have famed helmets. I can also get rid of that. Alright. Skip the recruits. Take a look at these. Caravan to Cargo. There's nothing there. One thing I forgot as well is to get more nets. We still have some. So you can have a helmet. Enjoy. But definitely not as many as I'd like to have. Find something. Cursed Mausoleum. Well, we know what's there. There's a famed... Wasn't it this place? Southeast. I mean, maybe it's doable since it's close to civilization. The contract itself is completely meaningless, of course. Do you guys sell nets? Of course you don't, since you're stupid enough to not have built a port, despite being right next door to the water, which is one of the most annoying, dumb things about this game's map generation. these places as well. Anyways, guess we go without buying nets. The question is, do I care about that potentially famed, well, potential armor? At the moment, I don't think I do, so we'll just probably leave. What was this? The southwest? No. No. So I guess there's nothing... Yeah, there's nothing here. Nothing for us. Let's just head north again. Oh, what the... I clicked here. Come on. Move. Move when I tell you to. I suppose we need more food as well semi-soon. There's a net there. I'm not going to pay 200 for one though, since we have standards. There's also like a decent flexible helmet here, but we don't need it, so we'll leave it. Horribly expensive as well, as Battleforged items tend to be. I'll check out this deserter because they can convert and the resolve doesn't really matter and they have decent combat potential. Two-star melee skill mean rolled though. So I think we'll pass on this guy. Decent melee defense roll. Has back to basics, but yeah, we will pass. Get a few food items. Alright, sure, we'll once again go to Schwertfeste. I am also on the orc ambition. I should have, I guess, dealt with this Grotto of the Wild Man. We can do it later, though. There might also be something new here. There is also this place, the Plunderer's Den. Maybe we'll visit that. That's a nice holiday location. Go south to visit the Plunderer's Den. Vander suffers infected wound. Well, too bad for him. There's a famed axe here. It's not going to be purchased though. I mean, it's okay, but we already have a better one, which we are not using. Murder's Widowmaker. We have Sir Sven's Splitter, which is just better. Kalle the Sellsword, are you dumb? You are not. Okay, well, I suppose there's really nothing for us here. Well, let's go see about this place, the Plunderer's Den. There's also this place, the Plunderer's Base, but that might be too tough for us at the moment. Some orc young, lots of berserkers, so definitely a fight. Well, I guess we'll see how that goes. It definitely can go badly, but we'll see. Let's bring Balduin to this. Let's not underestimate too much. It is in the swamp as well. That's not good for us. So will need to focus a lot more in this than I did in that wandering group fight. "24 orcs. This is basically a tier 3 camp in a different configuration of mods, I suppose. Almost, at least. We don't have any warriors. We don't have a warlord. Stupid muddy earth. Also, yes, I decided to get Fresh and Furious for Hakon, which is something that no one else has. Give him some explosive power, so to speak. There is a lot of heavy weapons, of course. Okay, so the question is, do I back off? It won't be for the full extent, since I already activated. I think we don't back off. I think we just advance here, and we'll try to utilize Leonhard's Indom to handle this flank. But let's see. There's definitely the potential of things going very, very wrong here. Very wrong. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Just begin. Advancing there is probably fine, because I'm going to be clearing space and advancing with Peter. He'll have a very nice defense against these, as long as he doesn't get stunned. The parry is disabled if you get stunned. He doesn't have Steel Brow. That's a bit of an issue, but we really just have to go for it, I think. Well, like we've seen, they are easy to kill, so they are also semi-easy perhaps to break resolve-wise. Also move here, which is maybe a bit better. I don't know. Is it? I'll move there. So hold steady will definitely be very, very good and necessary, perhaps even in this fight. Blitzkrieg as well. Onslaught less so. So it's Sven. So the plan is, yes, to handle this flank with Leonhard. So I could move Sven all the way over here, but that would block Dieter. If I move here... Not sure if that's a good idea. I think we use Blitzkrieg straight away, despite it not being necessarily fantastic yet. But I think we want the help from it. A gun would be very nice here. But of course, my gunner is dead. Also, can I even... Yeah, this stupid swamp terrain. Either doesn't have Pathfinder, nor anything else to help with that. I'm worried. There's also the chance that we actually get a bit unlucky with Leonhard. Well, I suppose that's part of the reason we are using Blitzkrieg straight away. Well, we can skip the decisive for now. I'll wait there. Alright, so Dieter there, second wind hopefully does decapitate this one. Yeah, terrain sucks for us. Guess we have to rely on Sven to handle this, but there's so many stupid berserk chains here. So many. They just ignore the shield. I suppose explosive damage is then what handles it. Hakon needs to perform well. I'll try to get 3 allies. 3 allies for Fahad here. So which one is the priority target? Not this one. Unless, actually, maybe I need that for damage. To guarantee that Dieter kills here. I probably don't, I'd say. Let's go for like this or this. This one. Alright. You just wait. Rotation, does that help here? It's 6 to move here and Indom is 5 AP, right? I mean, even if it's 4, we can't. Yeah, it's 5 AP. So we have to... Yeah, I suppose we use the Blitzkrieg's help to activate that. Yeah. I could use Sven here to just start attacking there. Or just disarm as well, I guess. If I rotate now. Don't really see any other rotations on this flank. I'll go for it. And you wait for the Blitzkrieg before you move. You get next to Fahad. Okay, Fresh and Furious will not be used yet, but that's kind of fine. Kind of. It's a bit of a waste though. Well, if I get a kill, it's a bit of a waste. Let's see, let's count. So first attack is 1 AP, leaving 8. Second attack is 6, leaving 2. Then I get 4 back from Berserk. Okay, never mind, it's fine. We get to attack 3 times. As long as I get a kill and have targets. So which one is the better spot? I think this one, probably. He only has the 34 melee defense, so we're really relying on the 2 charges of anticipation. As well as the AoE days, etc, etc, etc. So yeah, I think this, and Peter hopefully gets this kill, moves there and does plenty of things. And Randolph handles this flank. Alright. Would be very ironic and devastating if I get Hakon here killed in this fight. Alright, I don't think we even need the onslaught, so is there a point in activating backup plan just to move? Or inspiring presence? Probably not, since this target will be dead, ideally. There's also the chance, of course, that it won't be dead. That is a possibility. So the onslaught helps only the newbies in the fight. And maybe it's better to use that later anyway. I could use Hold Steady and Onslaught. I don't know. I'll not use the backup plan just to move. Let's just hold there. Okay, Sven, start with damage. Stig. So this flank is fine for a little bit since we're kind of blocking the majority of them, but a few of them will go for the flanking maneuver. They do have that stupid Pathfinder. What is your initiative? So Randolph moves like here, after which we move behind Randolph, I suppose is the plan. Also move just to the middle, that's kind of safer. We'll have some targets. We'll do that. Off with your ugly head. There we are. Okay, Carolus there or Wolf there? Polar Master. Was the other guy also a Polar Master? Yes. Neither of them have leverage. We can move Wolf here. So I think, yeah, let's move Carolus there. Wolf here. Okay, we also see a couple of them there. So there is kind of a semi-point in not actually going for this, which I was going for, and instead block these two. But I really need my Indome to protect Sven from the flails. Kind of. And others as well. And getting hit by a two-handed man-splitter, of course, is not a fun time either. I'll move there. We'll see how many of them are alive, though, so depending on that, I might decide to go for the northern flank instead. Alright, now to choose my targets carefully here. So, Horik. I think I go for like this one. I'm more afraid of the flails. Not sure if I should be, but I am. We will of course suffer stuns unless I use Hold Steady, so we'll just use Hold Steady, which takes care of that. This one dies to Sven or someone else. So I want both of these to be low health. I think I attack both of them, and then Dieter hopefully kills this one. Hakon kills this one. Is that the plan? The other would be to Dieter kills this one and Hakon goes for this one, but I can't weaken it with Horik. Well, we have Fahad for that. But yeah, Hakon is the one who needs protection more than Dieter. That is just the reality of things. And we start with a 95 miss. Not the time to miss. Okay, Randolph. Headshot, please, I think. They don't have Steel Brow. And then we don't need to wait because we're using Hold Steady, so just keep your stack there. Alright, and now for Fresh and Furious to do things. So we go for this one, I guess. Also, yeah, I mistakenly said that Fahad could help. But he acts afterwards, so doesn't really help here. We want a Berserk kill, so we go for this one. Oh, 1 hit point, really? Really? Well, I still go for it, because Berserk. Another 95 miss. God. Okay, let's not get negative here. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Hakon will survive, despite missing that 95 there. Alright, let's now get some kills. Okay, so the plan is to move, I guess, closer with Helmer and then use the Hold Steady. wade in. Okay, you don't have targets anymore, you wait. Carolus also waits, doesn't want to move closer. Same with you, Wolf. Alright, so we move like here. Hold steady. Do not accidentally click on Onslaught. Balduin waits. Alright, so Leonhard. Indom here, I think. The thing is, though, annoyingly enough, I think these two will just ignore this and go for my backline. So there is an argument to be made to just accepting that it's possible that Sven gets hit here. But I suppose these are the immediate threat. I'll go for it now. Chance 5 against Dieter. Randolph dodges at 22. 5 against Dieter. 30 against... well, you know. Okay, well, so far, so good. But we don't have the Blitzkrieg anymore, so now it gets really, really hairy and messy. Hairy and messy, yes. That's orcs for you. So which one is the priority? I think maybe this one. It's a headshot against armor. And these ones are going for the flank, so that's not good. Well, I did foresee that, kind of. And there's a flanking maneuver going on there as well, so... perhaps I made a mistake with Leonhard. Since now my backline is in trouble. I can't really reach any spot and attack anyway. I can move here. That's only against Orc Young, so that's kind of fine. Also, they will be dead soon enough. Hopefully, ideally. The thing about these stupid orcs is that they're so fast. Most of them are faster than us. Most of us are slower. I'm fine if Balduin dies. He could even use Spear Wall, actually. I think I'll move here. Carolus just holds. Holds and does that. And since I... yeah, sure, let's use the Spear Wall there. Since I decided to do that, I guess Wolf stays there. Could also move there after attacking, though. Maybe we'll do that. If the Spear Wall fails and he gets hit, how bad is that? Pretty bad. Pretty damn bad. So this is the safer thing to do. We can move back next round. Alright, Spear Wall. With 62 melee skill. I don't know. Is that enough? We'll see. We shall see. So this one probably dies to the... oh, come on. Yeah, I need to reactivate this. So probably dies if I attack this one. I think I will... just do that. It's a bit greedy. Still holding steady. If it doesn't die... I mean, it should. And it did. Alright, so now, do you hold still or do you move there? That's quite the ambitious move if you do so. Resolve-wise, we are kind of handling this. I think you just hold. If he gets hit a couple of times, then that's not a fun time, of course. Could also move here, because they probably want to go for Helmer. Well, the backline in general. That means 2 of them have a shot against Fahad, but only 1 of them can actually go for it. Yeah, I'll move back. They'll just advance on us anyway, so it's fine. Alright. Not quite enough. Stay where you are. Okay, just moves like that. 9 miss. Not enough damage, but fleeing. Okay. Going for the flank. You wait there. We have failed the spear wall. 72. Yes, this one is waiting. Okay, Hakon. I guess we go for this. I would like to get a best mountain again. Will this kill? No. So I guess we go for this. Would be nice to activate Berserk though, so if I wait and weaken another one. These ones are leaving anyway, so it won't matter. So let's just deal that damage and daze there. Will I want to move after these are gone? This one might be dead. Maybe. Currently he is faster than some of them, but I might just take that initiative malus just to be able to move that one tile. Unsure if correct. I'll wait. Okay, still Brawl plus anticipation. What was the chance to hit? Probably pretty high, probably. 32. Alright. Let's do things. 57. Yeah, now this one. Also the smashed hand. Am I confusing with legends again? I think in legends that... Or does it apply here as well? Doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Since he's only getting -8. Well, whatever. So yeah, seems like the injury doesn't do anything. I forget if that's like in vanilla as well. In any case, let's see what is the priority target here. It's probably this one. The one right next to you. That's probably enough already for Randolph. He's faster, so now I think I go for one of these. Let's go with this. There you go. Stick can attack twice. These ones are already fleeing. I suppose we go for a non-fleeing target. This one. Careless 1 attack. We'll see how this handling this backline, well, flanking goes for us. But the majority of them are fleeing or dead, so shouldn't be an issue anymore. If I move here, is that okay? I think it's fine. Make some room for Horik. So Horik might just go for this. I don't know. We'll see. In any case... Let's get rid of more of them. So which one? I'll attack this one. So if Baldwin ends up doing poorly there, then that is just too bad for him. Okay, Inspiring Presence here, maybe? Well, I can still wait and decide, so I will wait and decide. Oh, you're back. Okay, so yeah, I think Inspiring Presence there, that hits... Well, basically it only hits Hakon, actually. But I also get to attack, so... Sure. Carolus can be hit next round, but it seems like only once. And also Randolph might be able to intercept both of these. We'll see. At this point, just attack. And just attack. Alright, so yeah, good luck, Randolph. That is an ambitious move, intercepting 2 Berserkers. So we'll see. I will... do I wait? It's a very, very minor chance of getting stunned. I don't think that's necessary. So let's keep the stacks. Alright, and Horik goes for this one, I guess. Might have to take a hit. So did that one. And then you actually wait because of stun possibilities. Lose your decisive bonus. Randolph is hit. Not hit twice. Okay, so the first hit had 27. Okay, disarm here. Needed to clear my throat. Anyways, let's try to focus. So this one did indeed decide to go for the flank even further, so potentially going for Randolph. Anyways, let's see here. We don't really need help here. But then again, there's no one... I mean, he's too far away. Tostig is too far away to reach this flank to really make a difference there. So let's just do things here. Carolus though. So I could go for the stagger repel instead of damage. That makes some sense. So which one is this? Or that one? Anyways, I think I'll wait with Carolus. Okay, Hakon is inspired. These ones will die anyway. Just wait. And for Hart... Well, being inspired does actually help us out here, because I want to relocate anyway, but first you wait. When in doubt, wait. Yet another 95 miss. Right, at this point, maybe move here with Helmer so that we have the 3 allies there. For Fahad when he moves. Okay, this one is fleeing. The battle is decisively won. So yeah, the question was repel or not, and the reason is just for the stagger. Guess that's kind of worth. Potentially not necessary at all, but still, let's do it. I do want to kill it as well, though, so we'll see who handles that. Maybe we'll send... Well, let's see. Well, yeah, staggered, yeah. We can decide. We can decide who goes. So you move there now, and with Hakon... Would be nice to have Pathfinder or something. Guess I go for this one. Let's also activate Berserk with this. Okay, now if I move, this one is free to do something which I don't want it to do, so let's not move. Shield is gone, but I have the blacksmith. At some point, I suppose we need to carry a backup shield, though. Alright. Now it doesn't really matter what I do here. Okay, so Horik cannot attack twice if I go for this. At this point, it will leave unless I intercept. So, I don't know. Do I actually care enough about its death or survival? I'm not sure. Taking a hit from it potentially, is that like worth all of the... Is that suffering worth it? I don't know. I hate orcs enough, I guess. I mean, they're a fun opponent. I shouldn't say I hate them. They're far more fun than something else. I don't have Steel Brow though, so it's a bit of a thing potentially. So the other option would be to use Fahad to move there. He does have Steel Brow, so we'll go with Fahad, I guess. No, we can't. Because the Berserker acts before. Damn it. Okay, well this is kind of stupid, but I'll still go for it. Kind of stupid in a way. Alright. You don't get punished by that move. Yeah, now we should be fine. Okay, there we go. So it seems I was worried for nothing. Nice experience out of that. Plenty of levels. There's the famed shield back. Broken and unusable, you say? So you claim. So yeah, that needs to be repaired at least a little bit before I can re-equip it, it seems. Fahad, level 20. Take more hit points. Balduin, level 9. Hit points, I guess, and also fatigue and melee defense. Ignore the melee skill +2. But now I could take the fast adaptation to help with that melee skill. So if I do end up taking maces, which is the plan, I think we go with one-handed. But we might skip duelist. And he's just going to try to stun opponents if he's out of other uses. I'll take the fast adaptation. Wolf number 1, level 6. Melee skill, hit points, and more fat, I guess. And what is the perk point? Nothing is planned here. I'll go ahead and take Resilient. That helps a bit to keep him alive. Tostig, level 8. Underwhelming level up. Okay, melee skill, melee defense, range defense. And I will take Spear Flurry. Carolus, level 8. Melee skill, melee defense, and let's see here. Hit points, I guess. And takes leverage. There we are. Let's continue scouting here for a bit, but not go too far out in the wilds, because we probably can't handle it, not without difficulties at least. Let's visit Hohenturm for once. Okay, Tostig is begging. I'll give him some crowns. Yeah, I'll leave this plunderer's base for now. Let's not tempt fate at the moment. Let's just level the newbies in a more safe fashion. So the sacrifice was on day 353, so there's still plenty of time. The Holy War rages on, of course. People are fighting. Okay, just move in. Okay, nothing at the armorer. Just the half-man, the cultist. Well, let's see. Two-star ranged skill 42, which is the max roll. We've had plenty of these thrower types before, though. These mediocre throwers. Do I want yet another mediocre thrower? Somehow he has 14 range defense. He has swift and he's tiny. Anticipation is there. That's based on current instead of base range defense. 2-star resolve, but no rally. He's semi-close. I would definitely keep him with 3-star ranged skill. So 82. I could also make a gunner out of him, I guess. Not like a fantastic gunner, but it's a possibility. I don't know, he's cheap enough to keep around. Let's keep him around for a bit, but I perhaps will let him go at some point. I've done the same for others before. So sure, he can stay for a while. He's a cultist after all. Get some sustenance here. And let's go to Wagenheim. Scout this area as we go. Also now there's this place here. A similar fight awaits us there if we reach it. During this episode, I guess we might. Delivery to the east. We will not take that. Okay, let's see here. I will get the bread. Sure. The cloth rolls I will leave because the potential gain isn't really that much. Despite that being a semi-reasonable price to pay. So onwards to Eisenholz. I could also scout here to the west a little bit now. Okay, one skull, follow the tracks. I will pass on this. Feels like the... Yeah, there's something weird is going on with this area of the world for some reason, because it definitely lags here in this area. I've noticed it before, and I noticed it again. I'll get the quality wood. I'll also buy these semi-expensive throwing nets. Yeah, if I scroll the map, it's like very jittery. So weird. And now it's gone. So, well, that's strange. I hesitate to speculate about it, but that is strange. Undead tracks. So we probably cannot deal where they came with what... with... where they came from. Well, we can deal with that, but I will pass for now. There's also this place, which I will definitely pass. Lots of honor guards, ancient priests, and centurions. I think we could win both of those fights, but let's not, at the moment, take any unnecessary risks like that. Let's wait until we're stronger still. But yeah, let's deal with this wandering group. Let's bring in these new guys, I suppose. At least one of them, the one with promised potential. I'll leave Randolph out again. Well, Randolph is pretty good against Geists. I'll leave out Fahad. Suhail in. So do I bring Yost, the half-man? Sure, let's leave out Sven. Alright, one of these auto-piloting fights again. case could definitely be made that Fresh and Furious doesn't really do that much for Hakon, because I will most likely not need to use Recover very often, if basically ever, after I get the Prophet of Davkul again. But it's not like it's bad, but I could have definitely taken something else. Ghasts are ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Well, Carolus, I'm fine if you run away, and I'm still fine if Balduin runs away, which seems like that's happening. Okay. There we are. Suhail, level 6. Takes Bone Breaker. Mean rolls melee skill, takes melee defense, takes range defense, and more stamina. So we'll see, even if he succeeds, what will he actually do? Anyways, Yost level 2. Max rolls melee skill. Do I care about hybridization? Max rolls melee defense as well. He started at 49, which is near the minimum that he could have for melee skills, so I don't know. Do I care? Do I possibly care about that? Well, out of these options, maybe I do. Take range defense over the melee defense. And I guess crossbows and firearms are an option, but it's probably going to be throwing. If he's even with us for the long term, which he might not be. Let's take student. Okay, let's go and see about this cave. The orc cave. We also do have the artifact reliquary here, so we might do that maybe next time. It's pretty close by. It has been 10 days since the sacrifice took place. Okay, Tostig is being converted. There we are. So this guy is now a cultist. He's level 8. Well, let's hope he succeeds with the potential. Let's also scout a bit here. Several unholds. Running away. How fast am I? Do I even have the scout anymore? I don't. I could get rid of the drill sergeant, I guess. But the thing is, if I go chasing them, will I even be able to catch up with them in a reasonable amount of time? Without having the scout. I'll leave them be. I think it would take too much time. Let's go and see about this orc location instead. So it's going to be night time, and I want to do it during the daytime if I do it. Yeah, it's basically the same fight again that we already had. Well, let's once again not underestimate it. So top lineup in. Suhail, you are out. Jost, the half-man, you are out. So Fahad in. Do I bring Vander instead of one of these guys? Maybe. Since he's now back in action. Don't really need nets for this, but they wouldn't be bad to have. I think we'll just go with this lineup. It worked last time. Once again, the terrain is not really that favorable for us, but it's better than last time. So we'll probably do the same thing again, just advance on them. That seems to be working out for the most part. And probably Horik there. Essentially the same fight, yes. This is a little bit better for us. We will use the Blitzkrieg immediately. Also immediately move Tostig if I'd like. I suppose I do like. Right, so Fahad may be there. The other option is here or maybe here, but I think he's fine in the front as long as I'm careful. Which means it's fine to move Carolus here. But I suppose I will wait on that since I don't need to make a decision. So if I deal damage here, will that enable me to activate Berserk? Against the Berserker. With Hakon, I mean. Will it even matter? I get 2 attacks, right? Yes, I should... No, do I? Do I get 2? No, I don't. No, I don't. Unless I activate the Berserk, which I won't. Well, that's fine. Maybe I should have Balduin on this flank instead for the rotation purposes. In any case, I think Fahad here as discussed. Go ahead and attack that one, I guess. Okay, you don't have leverage. We might rotate him instead of Sven this time. Yeah, sure, that makes sense to me. So Balduin... I don't know, we'll see. Okay, advance here. Yeah. In this situation, something like Vigorous Assault would be better than the Fresh and Furious. Well, too bad. In any case, we Blitzkrieg. Now it actually makes sense to position with this. But if I position here, where I would do it, then I don't get the hold steady in a spot that makes sense. Well, that hits everyone. So maybe that's not something I want. Yeah, I suppose we just stay where we are. I think Sven might be actually used on this flank, given how the obstacles prevent them from reaching us, really. Or he just holds, like, somewhere here. If I use him on this flank, he can step there at some point. I'll do that. Move in. This one dies to Berserk from Hakon, I'd say. So attack that one instead. And actually I had forgotten you already have leverage. Well, you have 3 allies now. That won't last, though. Yeah, it shouldn't last, but then again, it's fine if it doesn't for you. Right, so Balduin, let's move you like here. And then Leonhard just holds this spot like this, or maybe moves 1 tile. Let's just hold him there. He handles all of this flank, basically. There's the 95 miss. Okay, so if I move there, will this target, or rather, will that be a safe move to make? Is it a good move to make? I could also move here, so I have the 3 allies for Carolus. Yeah, that's probably better, since Tostig only attacks once anyway. He can move twice and attack. Sure. Okay, Randolph. Randolph could actually wait in this spot. Yeah, I suppose we wait. We'll get a target anyway. This one we save for Hakon. So let's go for this one. Okay, sure. You wait as well. Sven could now step in. Does he do that? I think he might. He's still going to be in hold steady range. Can go for a disarm or just attack for damage. Still have 3 allies for Carolus. I'll disarm this one. Now I could move here. Not sure if that helps at all. Probably doesn't, so just hold. Can kill both of these, of course. But I should stay within range of the hold steady, ideally. So this is a slightly awkward situation with 12 action points. from Horik's inspiring presence. I think I'll do this. So this is a 95. If I miss this, then we don't get the hold steady. Unless I move and use them. Well, yeah, sure, we can do that. We can just do that. But my plan was to do that. So now, if I'd like, I can just use the hold steady from here. Instead of having to move with the backup plan. So if I move, I might grant Inspiring Presence for Dieter, for example. So it does have merit. I think I will. So that's for next round, obviously. Alright, so we're already holding steady. We don't need to indom yet, so we just wait, I guess. And we'll decide whether to use that later. No rotation yet. Okay, that was nasty. Should have perhaps seen that coming. The vigorous assault. A little bit worried for Horik's sake. This one has 46 initiative. Well, that's going to be the priority target here. Probably had a pretty high chance of hitting as well. Well, only 24 it seems. But yeah, we really need another bone plating. Since I switched armors, I gave Hakon Horik's old armor. In any case, I think this one will be Randolph's responsibility. Probably. Unless I go for this one, but sure. We'll go here. Okay, so sure, let's make sure that these ones... I don't know, there's a chance definitely, even with Indom, that someone like Leonhard against 4 big orc flails doesn't actually last. So I could instead opt to move like here, maybe. Not tempt fate. We definitely don't want any of them to reach Horik, though. He's suffered enough already. Well, we can probably deal with this one before it gets another shot. If I stay here with Leonhard, maybe like 1 or 2 of them will engage with him and the rest go for the flanking maneuver. So it's only the base plus the hold steady defense against the flails is the thing. He does have very nice armor and the indom, but he can't keep on indoming forever. So it's a bit of a risk. It's also very separated from the rest of the team, so it's going to take a bit of time for any kind of support to arrive. If I move here, then yeah, maybe 1 or 2 of them will engage. But the rest of them go for the flank, and that might be worse overall. Still holding steady, of course. Semi-strange spot here. I think I move here and don't use the indom yet. We'll use it next round. Probably. And also, yes, we have the rotation, so I could rotate Horik out of that. Which should essentially guarantee that he's not in any real danger. It might be unnecessary, but let's still do it. One of them can also reach him from this angle, though. If one of them engages with Leonhard first. Essentially this one can move and attack. So if I attack again, that's something that can theoretically happen. Sadly. I think I shouldn't take that chance, so instead we move here, as much as I would like to hit this one again. Let's be safe. Since we should be fine in this fight without needing to take chances like that. Flanking is happening there. Turn done, acts in 10. I suppose I would like to weaken this one. We can do that with someone else, of course. So I could go for a couple of disarms here. That's the safer play, so I suppose I will. Okay, you wait. Yeah, 3 of them went for the flank. Only 1 of them engaged with Leonhard. Now if we want to reposition, that might not be possible, not easily. Can't shield wall. Soften the target up for Hakon. And probably stay where you are, despite some danger. Okay, will you get another target? Maybe. So you wait there. You miss a 95, as you do. I keep forgetting that they do the round swing, despite having an ally next to them, but we did dodge with everyone. Against Helmer 10, Dieter 5, Baldwin 23, so we're kind of okay with taking that chance, but still. Anyways, let's get rid of him. Thank you, go away now. One of these days we'll get hit by those 20% somethings and it won't be a fun time. Also, this disarm might have been unnecessary. Also, will this one... No, he can't reach this spot. So he goes here, probably. Or there, against Dieter. Alright, so with Leonhard now it would be nice to actually block them again. In any case, I use Indom, but do I try to move is the question. It would be here, I think. Sure, let's do it. This one can now go for one of us though, so we'll see how I deal with that. Decide later. Provide support here. So probably use Baldwin to block this one. Don't really see a better option. And Helmer, is there a good inspiring presence spot? This one is. That's 2. Should be the best one, right? I think so. So this one is fleeing now, okay. So good luck to you, Baldwin. Do you bother trying to spear wall? I suppose it's probably better than going in. So spear wall there. reactivate this now. So holding steady is gone, so I guess I wait just in case of the stun from this. Is that correct? Maybe that's incorrect. Can I kill this in time? It seems like probably not. So I will abuse the waiting mechanic. So here I don't really have a good target. This one is a target, but it's already fleeing and disarmed, so perhaps I wait here as well. Sucks a bit though. I lose all stacks of decisive if I do so. If I move here, I can attack, then I can move away, and I'm still faster than they are. Okay, I'll do that. And actually, let's attack this one. Now that I did that, can I move someone in front of this? Fahad, yes. Right? No. Never mind. Not fast enough. So I guess I don't tempt fate. I don't want to be hit anymore, even once, on Horik. Technically, I never wanted to be hit on him, but... Anyways, so maybe move all the way back over here because of these flankers. Potentially being a problem, being a nuisance. Oh, this one went there. Interesting choice. You do that and you wait. And this one decided to not stun us. Also, yeah, I don't even... Yeah, I forgot. I have a 5 AP weapon, so I don't need the leverage from 3 allies. But now I don't... Yeah, I can't even... Well, whatever. No other target in range. However, I can move here. No, I can't. Cannot. Terrain prevents me. Well, that's a bit of an annoyance. I would like to prevent the Orc Young from getting away, so I will do a semi-weird move like that. Can Balduin rotate Fahad? It seems like... Technically, yes. But if I do so, then it's not necessarily a good move. So instead, I'll just do that. And do I also move in to block? Because Fahad can handle himself for a bit. I think I do. That also blocks this one's access to Horik, who can move there and do things. I move away from this spot. Yeah, it's fine. Should be fine. You keep on using that. I'm only keeping one of them in place, so I'm kind of wasting the tank a little bit. Do I bother with this? Now I would like to actually have them in range. Kind of. I'll just wait now. Might have to take a bit of damage as I do so. Yes, I do. And it's actually more than a bit. Well, if that means Balduin dies, that's also acceptable. He's not going to be with us for the long term, probably. Yeah, let's get Fahad 3 allies. That already will happen when I move Horik there. Well, after Carolus is here. Alright, so Balduin can still rotate someone else there. It should be Dieter. That means he takes one more hit, it seems. Probably. Probably takes one. With Helmer, I'm not sure if there's anything, any spot I'd like to take, really. This is like fine. I'll do that. So if I attack now, can I still rotate next round? Potentially yes. I don't want to rotate Wolf in, so it's Dieter or Hakon who gets that. Can only be hit once, so he's probably going to survive no matter what. I'll just recover though. Acts in 7. Tostig acts faster, but I should probably still make sure that this one is dead. Speaking of Tostig, he's been engaged by a Berserker here, but it's going to be fine. And the Orc Young has decided to live. There we are. 46 misses. And I suppose I don't even need to rotate, so let's just move in like that instead. Get both of these killed. I'm tempted to do this just for Dieter's. Well, then again, this one might be dead in a moment, so no inspiring presence there anyway, so let's do that instead. Okay, Dieter was unnecessary after all. So yes, once again, Vigorous Assault would be better than the Fresh and Furious. Too bad. Can't have everything. Okay. There we are. That is over. So, couple of small mistakes, but end result is pretty good. Biggest one was letting Horik get hit. For some reason I didn't see that coming, but well, there we go. There we go. Alright. So, Artifact Reliquary. The thing is, though, no one's currently using a two-handed flail. That might change. Anyways, let's do these levels. Leonhard, level 11. Plus 3 melee defense. I think I'd take that. I will take that melee skill, since some enemies will just want to move around him otherwise, and he might need help hitting things when I want to hit things, despite wanting the fatigue as well as the hit points. Once we have the Prophet of Davkul, though, I suppose more fatigue is kind of unnecessary. We can keep Indom up indefinitely, actually. So I'll take the hit points, the melee skill, and the melee defense. And we have one perk point. I'm not... I don't have anything planned here. I might just take, like, Colossus, actually. I don't know if Shield Sergeant is that good for us. Especially when we aren't using a shield that can shield wall. So... free shield wall at the start of each battle. Now that's okay, but for us specifically that does nothing. Unless for some reason with this ability you can shield wall with the heater shields, which you can't do based on the abilities. Whenever you use a shield skill during a turn, allies within 3 tiles who also have that skill will use it for free on a random valid tile. Well, that's perhaps not going to happen. Knockback and cover ally can be used on empty tiles. So in some companies that will be pretty nice to have. Maybe you can even build around it, but for this one, perhaps we skip it. So it's between Colossus and Rebuke, I'd say, in that case. I think I'll actually go Colossus, probably. So Rebuke, I don't know. Rebuke might be better. The thing is, if Leonhard is the Black Monolith tank, which he currently probably is, then more hit points is perhaps better. But then again, Rebuke should clear Formidable Approach. I mean, it would be nice to have, like, Exploit Opening to go along with it. But there will be situations in which Rebuke will do just that. So even if I don't really care about the damage that it can potentially do, it should clear Formidable Approach. So yeah, I'll take Rebuke here, actually. And that's Leonhard's perk points, all spent. Warwick is level 15. Melee skill, melee defense. And more hit points. No, not more hit points, more resolve. Yes, that's why I wrote it down. And finally, Wolf number 1, level 7. More melee skill, more fat, and more resolve. The melee defense has been pretty poor. So let's see. Yeah. I was considering the range defense, but it rolled only +2. Well, he can be a polearm if he succeeds, if he does poorly enough with the melee defense. Let's take flexible. So there we are. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we do the artifact reliquary next time. Let's go to Gunheim now, though. Oh, we see more orcs. Orc young this time. So that is, of course, a leveling fight. What I will do is leave the episode here. So we'll begin with some orc slaughtering. Then we'll probably visit both of these settlements, and then we shall see. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.